One of the things that you check out while in Hawaii is a local farmers market where you can get local produce, great Hawaiian food, souvenirs, and even plants.
We are at the KCC Farmers Market. It's only open on Saturdays.
And this is one of the more famous farmers market that you can find in Waikiki, close to Diamond Head. Just be there early, parking is very limited, and a lot of stuff actually gets sold out within the first hour or so. You can find plenty of local produce, especially tropical fruits, and make sure to buy the ones that are in season so that you can be sure that they are locally grown. It is advisable to bring cash. Most stands don't accept credit cards per se, but they do accept Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, but you have to pay additional Hawaiian tax as opposed if you just pay with cash. And you can find many produce, especially tropical fruits that you might not typically find in mainland, but make sure get the ones that are in season so that you can be sure that are locally grown. Most stalls relatively have the same price, though some have it cheaper than others. And I made sure to get some of this Chico, which is a fruit that I haven't had since I was a kid in the Philippines. So I made sure to grab some.
The all I got is this Chico's.
And I also got one ice cream banana and an egg fruit that is already ripe. And I can't tell you how good the ice cream banana is, but according to my dad, it was great. But I did get a chance to try the egg fruit, and this one has a very unique texture and flavor. The closest that I could say it tastes like is a kaimito, which is probably a fruit that most people are familiar with, but it is very custardy, as I guess the name egg fruit. And the Chico, it took a few days for it to ripen, so I didn't really taste it or ate it until we got to the Big Island. But it is also very sweet, kind of has like a texture of a kiwi, and I think you could also like eat the skin, but it's also pretty good. Then the next thing you can find at this farmer's market are prepared food, like the salsa, which was really good. And if you have something in mind that you want to buy when it comes to food, make sure you get there first because this is the first things that get sold out. Like you have this drink that is in a mason jar that you could keep, so very sustainable, and you also have like fresh Italian food if you want. The great thing about Waikiki is you not only get great Hawaiian food, but you also get food from all over the place since it's a very diverse community, a very diverse place. You can find a lot of food from Asian to Mexican that tastes really good. Here you have the Aloha alote that has like the Hawaiian twist to it. But for some food that you really want to get, make sure you get there first because they get sell out pretty quickly, like that fruit sandwich. And another thing that you can find at the farmer's market are flowers and plants like this orchid. As a plant lover myself, I was very much tempted to buy one of the plants that I saw here, but I wasn't sure if I could bring them back to mainland. Some of them might have pre-certification that would allow you to bring them back to the mainland, but I didn't want to risk it since we still had a few days in our trip, and they have like lots of succulents here, one for $3, four for 10, which is a great price, and that's why I was kind of really tempted, but I didn't think they would survive the trip with me anyways, even if I was allowed to bring them back to the mainland. And look at this Mara. It is so nice. But if you do want to bring a plant back home and you're not sure, go to the ABC store. You can find Plantster that you could bring back to the US mainland that is already pre-certified and already has clearance. So if you're not sure and you want to bring a plant, just go to the ABC store. But they do have great plants in here to check out, especially orchids, and it was really nice looking and learning how they locally grow them. Some of them was talking about how they grew them, especially like with the air plants. This monstera leaf is just a leaf, it didn't have a note in it, and you could also get flower arrangements if you'd like. And the last category of things you can find here are local souvenirs like this Kona coffee peanut butter, some locally made jams, and you could also even find CBD products and dog treats for your fur babies that have been left behind and wasn't able to come with you on your vacation here in Hawaii. So make sure you bring a treat or a souvenir for them back home, and you can find it here at the KCC Farmers Market. And while you're at the farmers market, don't forget to check out the large cactus right across the street near the parking lot where you can see this huge cactus. Honestly, the largest ones that I've seen in person, and I can't believe I saw them in Hawaii, and I also saw some that have dropped on the floor that have started propagating. Another reminder that you're not allowed to take any of this, so just leave it there, admire it, and just take lots of pictures with it, which I've did. Look at the size of this cactus. And if you enjoyed this, check out the rest of my Hawaii travel vlog and guide.